Hey everyone, get ready to go on a super fast world tour with me. We're not looking at the sights though, we're listening to the sounds. We're about to seriously upgrade your Spanish vocabulary with the words for nationalities from all over the planet.
But first, how about a little pop quiz to get the brain working? What do you call someone from the tiny Pacific island of Nauru in Spanish? Any ideas? Hey, no worries if you're stumped. You're about to find out.
Because we're not just going to answer that one little question. Oh no, we are going on a full-blown world tour, continent by continent, to see exactly how these words work.
So, here's the game plan. We'll kick things off in Oceania, jump over to Europe, and then do a big sweep across the Americas. But then, and this is the best part, we'll crack the code. We'll look at the hidden patterns that make learning these words way, way easier. Trust me, by the end of this, your vocabulary is going to be a whole lot smarter.
You know, learning a word for a nationality isn't just about checking an item off a vocab list. It's really about connection, right? It's the language we use to talk about people, their culture, and where we all fit in this world. All right, first stop on our tour, Oceania. From the massive continent of Australia to all those beautiful islands in the Pacific, let's dive right into our first batch of words.
Starting with the big one. From Australia, you are Australiano or Australiana. Your neighbor from New Zealand, they're Neozelandese or Neozelandesa. And out on the islands, we have Fijiano for Fiji and Samaono for Samoa. Did you catch that ono ending? Yeah, keep that in the back of your mind.
And we're still island hopping. We've got Tongano for Tonga, Tuvaluano for Tuvalu, and Micronesiano for Micronesia. And there it is, the answer to our big question. Someone from Nauru is a Naruano. See that ano ending pop up again? Told you it'd be important.
Okay, time to pack our bags and fly over to our next destination, Europe. Now this is where we're going to find some of the most common and I think most useful patterns in Spanish.
You're going to see this pattern a lot. From Spain, español. From England, your inglés. From France, francés. And from Portugal, your portugués. That S ending for the masculine and esa for the feminine is absolutely one you want to remember.
Okay, let's move a bit more central. We've got Italiano from Italy and Alemán from Germany. From the Netherlands, it's Hollandaise. But check this out. This is a cool one. From Belgium, the word is just belga. It's the same for men and women. El belga, la belga. Pretty neat, right?
Let's head way up north to Scandinavia. If you're from Sweden, you're Sueco or Sueca. From Norway, Norwego. And then for Denmark and Finland, hey, there's that familiar pattern again. Danes and Finlandés. See how these rules start showing up over and over?
And as we head east, we have Russo from Russia, Polacco from Poland, Ukrainiano from Ukraine, and Grigo from Greece. So now we're seeing a nice mix of different endings, which is actually perfect because we're almost ready to crack the code.
All right, time for our last regional stop. We are hopping across the Atlantic to tour the Americas, all the way from the top to the very bottom.
Kicking it off in North America, someone from the United States is an estadounidense. From Canada, canadiense. See that ense ending? It's another handy one. From Mexico, the common term is mexicano. But here's a really cool piece of history for you. You might also hear the term mexica. That's pronounced mexica. It's an ancient word that connects right back to the original Nahuatl name for the Aztec people. How cool is that?
Okay, let's head south into the Caribbean and South America. From Cuba, Cubano. From Brazil, you're Brasileño. And then way down in the southern cone, we've got Argentino from Argentina and Chileno from Chile. That eño or eno ending is super common down here.
Yep, that same steady auto pattern holds up in the Andean region too. Wow! We've just zipped around the globe and seen dozens of new words. So, what do we do with all this? Well, now it's time to decode the patterns.
So our world tour is officially complete. But honestly, this next part is the most important part of the whole trip. We're going to stop looking at single words and start looking at the system, the formula behind them. This is where it all just clicks into place. Just think back for a second. As we were going from country to country, did you start to feel a rhythm? Notice a kind of repetition in how all those words ended? I bet you did.
This right here is the secret formula. Just look at how simple it is when you break it down. These four common suffixes, ano, ens, enze, and o, cover a massive number of nationalities. This isn't just a list to memorize, you guys. This is a key,
Once you know these patterns, you can make a really good guess for a country you've never even heard before. It's like a linguistic superpower.
So what just happened? In just a few minutes, you haven't just learned a bunch of words, you've actually picked up a whole new way of understanding and even predicting Spanish vocabulary.
And hey, let's put a number on it. From our little tour, you've just added more than 45 practical, useful words to your vocabulary. That's a huge win. Seriously, that's fantastic.
And this is really why it all matters. The famous Italian director Federico Fellini once said, "A different language is a different vision of life." Every single word we learn today, from Neo-Zealandese to Ucraniano, is like opening a small window to another part of our amazing world.
So I'll leave you with one final question. Which one of these new words are you going to use first? Whether you're describing a friend, talking about a movie, or dreaming about a place you want to go, the real learning starts now when you actually use them. Thanks for coming along on the tour.